Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and I am heading to my last day of the show. I'm walking from the hotel, literally across the street to the Stevens Center. It's very handy, very convenient. I highly recommend if you come here to get to Chicago in 2 years when it's back here to get a hotel in this area. I am kind of, I'm not sad. I had a great show, but this is my last day. In fact, I'm only going to get to spend a couple of hours here. I got a flight like 2:30 this afternoon because I got to head home for a family event. And I've just had such a great time. I guess it's kind of bittersweet, but it's been so much fun just hanging out. So my goals today are simple, really. Go to PSA, stand in the line to hopefully get my submissions back that I made on Wednesday. I know what my grades are on like my Trout rookies and some other stuff, so hopefully to kind of see what I can do with that. I know there, I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm gonna try to, you'll see later, hopefully I can flip that into something good. If not, I'll explain why I couldn't. And so now I get to wait here, hopefully not get killed. This street that they have here is crazy busy that we have to cross. There's usually some traffic officers out here, but not right now. And so yeah, go to PSA, try to get the cards back that I submitted, see what I got on that, see what I can do on that, and just say bye to everybody and just, kind of wrap it up and head to the airport and head home. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. All right, so I thought I'd give you guys, since I'm going to be waiting in line a little while, waiting for them to open. Here's the PSA booth, and they've got basically lines where you get in and you pick up stuff, or you drop it off. You got an expedited line if you've done your stuff online already and fill out your forms. And they have the general line, which people are already in line. You can see that's already several people deep, and they'll get started here. Over back in the back, see over here is where you do the custom card. So lots of cool stuff being done here by PSA. So I'm hopefully going to get up and get my cards here in just a minute. Some amazing stuff you'll see here at the show. Some Jeter autographs, Pele and soccer, and Aaron Judge. You get into Trout land right here. I mean, this is just one booth, and there's just so much like this. It's not even funny. And just so cool to see it all. You got Mariano up there. Sorry guys, the glare, you just can't help it. It just is what it is. So that's just one booth. There you go. Hey guys, sitting here at the Topps booth. I'm with Eric, those back pages, my good friend.
Yo and hello.
And so I just stood in the line. I got my PSA grades back, and I got 2 Trouts that I had submitted, 2011 Topps update. One came back a 6, one came back a 9. So I had some other friends all encourage me to say, all right, see if you can't flip those 2 cards, because I really only need 1 for my collection. That's how I am. He said, try to flip those 2, the 6 and the 9, for a 10. And so I found a guy that had what do you have, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
10s,
6 or 7,
right
yeah.
there. I called over my other card whisperer, Eric, to come take a look with me, and we looked through them, and so we did the deal.
So now he's a proud owner of a Gem Mint 2011 Topps update Mike Trout.
And I couldn't be happier. I mean, that was a good deal for me. I did have to sweeten it with $50, which Eric was happy enough to let me borrow since I'm out of money. That's how the show goes. You run out, because I'm leaving in a couple hours, so all this had to happen fast today. And it did. It all came together. And dude, I really appreciate your help, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Thanks so
appreciate
much.
you.
So, we'll catch you guys soon. Here's the Heritage Auctions preview. And just this top row, you got Mathewsons and Cobbs. Really good, solid mid-grades on these. There's the Redback portrait. Just unbelievable.
What's up, everybody? So we just picked up, both Mike and I both just got Clemente cards. All right, you ready?
Actually, hold on, I gotta pull the one out of my pocket. I forgot I bought another Clemente.
Oh, you bought another? Oh, that's right.
All right. those are what I got. I'm back at Holly and Craig's booth. I've been here a lot, several times over the weekend. They've been really great working with us. And
then look at this score.
This is what.
Although I haven't paid for it yet.
It might not be yours.
Right.
They don't know you. Like, that is a beautiful 64. This is your first Topps Giant.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's badass.
And you couldn't pass it up for what
No.
you're buying it for. We
No.
won't mention that, but you feel like you're getting a good deal on that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's really cool.
Thanks, Holly.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're the best.
Oh, thanks.
Here we go. I'm leaving the show. I'm walking out. See you guys in Atlantic City, 2020. Keep collecting. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I'm at the airport right now, about to get on a plane and head back to Dallas. And man, what a great show. I am absolutely exhausted and just had so much fun. I got a few pickups today. A couple of them you've already seen, but I'll kind of go through those and show off what I got. I didn't get a whole lot, but I did get my PSA stuff back, so I'll show you some of that, talk about that. And overall, just what a great show and short day for me, and that's okay. I'm ready to get home, ready to sleep in my own bed. And before I show you the other cards, I just want to say thanks so much to Andy. He was so gracious to let me stay with him here in Chicago, and he couldn't have been nicer. We had a great time and became better friends, and that's kind of all you can hope for when you hang out with somebody. So we just had a great time. So thanks, Andy. I appreciate it. And let's look at a few cards, and that'll wrap it up. All right, here we go. I thought there would be an easier way to do this, but there's just not. It's not terribly convenient, but at least the light's pretty good here. And I'm going to show you kind of what I picked up today. This first card might surprise some of you that follow my channel a lot, but I picked up a little Topps Living Ronald Acuna in a mint 9, and I didn't have any Acuna rookie cards. Everybody loves them to death, and that's great. And for $5, which is what I paid for this, sure, why not? Add one to the collection. So I did. There's that. I picked up, as you saw earlier, this Clemente checklist, which is really awesome, from 67 Topps, and a 7. It's a great deal. This next one's a beautiful card. This is a 1971 Topps Roberto Clemente in a 6.5. So pretty neat. I love this card. I mean, it's actually a not cheap card. I think I paid $150 for this, so that's not a cheap card. This is funny. This is the first recap I've ever done in an airport, so this will be good because I'm going to be really busy later. So this next card really is from my PSA submission that I did. This is the 2017 Topps Transcendent Sandy Koufax Purple Auto Gold Frame, and this came back at Gem Mint 10. And I was really excited about that because these are really hard to grade. I mean, the gold frame is very sensitive to getting nicked or bumped or anything, and it'll throw it off. But this one came back at 10. It's an absolutely beautiful card. It actually does add value to get these graded. You wouldn't think so, but as long as they come back at 10, it definitely adds value. And so I was really happy to, and I just love it in a slab. It's just going to protect that gold frame even more. And it's a Koufax auto, so how awesome is that? I also submitted 2 other cards that did not come back at all because they needed to go to the PSA DNA side. So they just basically transferred them over, and they're not going to be able to, since I'm not there, they can't give them to me, so they're going to just mail those off to me, and I had to pay a little money for shipping, but at least they're going to get done. So the next thing I submitted was my Honus Wagner auto that I had bought from Bill, the Hall of Fame collector, and I just wanted to get this reholdered and graded so that I could put it in the set registry for Hall of Fame autographs. So you have to have a numerical grade to do that. And this one came back a near mint to mint 8, which I was thrilled with. I thought it was going to be like a 6. So I was really happy that came back an 8, and really, really happy to own it. And the last card, which now you'll just get to see a little bit closer, is the beautiful Trout Gem Mint 10. You know, I took a 6 and a 9 and $50 and turned it into a 10, and I just think that's a good. I only need one for my collection, and this just makes a lot of sense to me. I'd love to hear everybody's feedback. what you think. Was that a good idea or not? Should I have kept both of them, the 6 and the 9? Or do you think it was a good idea to upgrade to the 10? And I feel really good about it, so I'd love to hear what everybody else thinks. So I'm going to cut this short, guys. I am exhausted. I'm going to rest a little before my flight, and my voice is pretty much gone. So thanks, everybody, for following me on this journey the last few days here at the National in Chicago. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you watching. We'll talk to you soon, and keep collecting.